All right, so this is my next system. This is double rock filtrators, the multi blocks. I got distillery right here, and water being pumped into the distillery to make distilled water that's being pumped out and then pumped into the other one. And it's also being pushed into this hatchback here, and that's you need the actual distilled water to make this actually function. So over here, I have an igneous extruder, lava source one side, water source the other side, and that's making cobblestone. That cobblestone's getting pushed into this forge hammer. This forge hammer is crushing the cobblestone down to gravel, and then that's getting pumped into this super chest right here. The super chest is connected to a line that's in the input hatch up here, and then up here I got the circuit in here programmed to 2, and this one's programmed to 3. All right, so the reason for that is because the 2 is gonna produce green sapphire and regular sapphire geodes, and the regular sapphire geodes is how I get aluminum, so I can go into the MV8 and start making MV machines and all that. The second recipe is quartzite geodes and real guard, which is I also need this for something else. I forgot what it was, but this is important. The quartzite is important to get into applied energistics, and that's basically it for this little setup right here. The next thing I did was set up this side right here, put all the water buckets into the dispensers for the double pole circuit down there, so everything's running properly. Wired everything up, it's all running. You see it running. I'll put the redstone cell, flux cell flower, basically connected that to the initial redstone flux cell back there. Now I have all the power back here. Everything's filled up. Ended up switching out the I believe I had one LV 1 amp energy converters. I switched those out for 16. Ended up melting the wires a couple of times, so I figured out how to actually do it properly. I was connecting the lower amperage wire to this, forgetting that this was actually 16 amps. So that's the reason why I went and made 16x cobalt wire, and I haven't had issues since then. And then I connected that to uh, low voltage 16x battery buffer and made a bunch of small lithium batteries, so it's pumping out 16 amps out of that. And I connect the 8x cable to that, and same issue. I had I forgot 4 amps. I forgot what it was, but it was burning up the wires, and same issue. So I connected the 8x, and there's not enough amperage coming out of here to actually melt the wires, so that I'm good with that. And most of the machines could keep up. Um, Still haven't ran the EBF with the entire oxygen automated oxygen setup to test everything to see how much it can keep up with the power. But that's coming in a little bit. I just wanted to set this up, and I haven't connected the wires down here yet. That's the next thing I gotta do. Keep doing that. This is the reason why I need feather falling on the boots. And speaking of which, this right here, this little setup right here, is only producing fish. I can use all of this fish to make sushi. That's the most viable recipe that I've seen. Um, but it's not getting me my books that I wanted. So I'm gonna end up tearing this entire setup down, taking all the fish out, um, and throwing basically all the components and all the blocks back into the system because I don't actually need it. Um, and it will save from lag in this area, whatever. You know what I'm saying? After that, everything else is just setting up the void extractor. So I can any aluminum that I do get from this system, I could basically just double that up. There's only a 30% chance of getting aluminum. I need a rock called sodalite with this particular setup. So you need a lot of void extractors in order to get the rock, a large amount of it anyway. Anyway, that's really it for this.